All right. Let's see what happens. What was wrong with Flyout? Condition, I played it and said, oh no, we could have a problem here. On X, Cybertruck is trending with Disney. Ooh, Cybertruck. Oh, dude, hold on. I wanted to see the undercarriage of this thing. Yeah, see the cross member? That's what I wanted to see. Look at that thing. Look at the cross member on that truck. It's a freaking X. Did you hear that Elon says he wants to pull Tesla out of California? Yeah. Whoa. What the actual shnikes is that? Dude, that chassis is thick! Digital! Damn, dude. Dude, once again, I'm just waiting for somebody to cut all this out and put like a warthog with a freaking minigun on the back. The shell already is warthog shaped. Look at it. It's a warthog. You can It's already there. You just need the two roll bars going down to the gun. Oh, dude, that's cool. Look at that thing. That thing's wild. Nah, drummer, nah. Not yet. Not yet. I'm trying to just look for more pictures of it while we're waiting for the event. Here we go. There's the subframe. This is what I wanted to see. Anyway, check out this thread. There's actually much more curvature than initially thought. I've seen that. I've seen that thread, dude. The guy visited the one that's on Boylston Street. They actually really cleaned it up, Mason. It doesn't look too bad. I still think the back looks very strange. Yep, there it is. That's it. It's just a motor with a diff. That's two motors with a diff. Oh, that's cool, man. Look at the heatsink, the coolant heatsink. Actually, it's heat exchanger. Active torque vectoring and an electromechanical front-locking diff produce 845 freaking horsepower. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Tesla should sell this thing wholesale, though. They should sell it wholesale so you could put it in your truck like what Ford and Chevy does. Ford and Chevy does something like that, but their motors don't make 800 horsepower. I think these parts are casts. They're cast parts. The motor housing, at least. Oh, dude. What the actual snot is this thing?
Discovery,
dude,
go at throttle up.
How much torque does this make? All of it. Look at the freaking bushing on that motor mount. The bushing is that freaking big. It's like the size of a softball. How much torque do you want? All of it. This is from Sawyer Merritt. There's the front casting. Whoa. Cast aluminum. Cast freaking aluminum. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Or is it cast steel? That looks like aluminum, dude. Yeah, right, Smirks? Placing that bushing? Yeah, fun with that. Jeez. Explain how that's crazy? If it's cast aluminum, not just cast, it's injected molded aluminum. Yeah, right. So see these lines right there? That line indicates casting. So drummer, basically, this is an inject. So they basically have a. How am I trying to say this? They have a casting press, okay? So it's a cast press. So basically, think of like you have a pool of aluminum, right? And then you have a stamp, right? And that stamp, you know how a stamp, like you need ink, right? And then you go and stamp something? That's what that thing does, but with aluminum. Think about this for a second. That thing basically takes liquid aluminum and then stamps the damn thing, and that comes out. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and then when it's together, that's what it looks like. Wow. It's kind of forged, Weather Guy, but it's not like a clap press like that. It's slow, but dude, you've got to be kidding me. What a cool thing. What a cool freaking truck. All right, where's the event here? The event should be starting now. All right. This, but liquid metal. Yeah, right? Dude, it's like taking a stamp, dipping it in ink, only your ink is aluminum, and boom! It's crazy. It's not a forging, but because the presses are slow, but well, we're in a holding pattern. Oh, here we go. Thanks, man. Let me equalize out the audio here. Holding patterns are a good time to load up flyout. Yeah, AL. Twitter has some stiff competition if they want to try and compete with YouTube. Hexagons are bestagons. Yep, yes they are. I think that's a CAD model of the actual truck. Those are the sub-assemblies from the Cybertruck. I wish I'd just streamed the both, but I don't know. I get it. I think they do that so Elon gets. I think in Elon's mind that gets more people to X. I don't think it. I mean, I get where he's coming from, but I'd say his hand was forced in that regard, Spoon. But whatever. It is what it is. Since Twitch allows it, will you? Yeah, I'm working on multicasting right now. Actually, Drummer's working on it for me. We're working on it. We'll get multicasting up. Yeah. It's live, Italian guy. This is the Cybertruck delivery event. I want to see the nuts and bolts of this thing, like kind of like that. I mean, I knew Cybertruck was crazy, but now I can see its nuts. Sorry. Hey, I got a sensible chuckle. You were like, maybe even a belly laugh, maybe. Jail. No! I'll have a fruit snack straight to jail. Fruit snack. I got an endearing eye roll. All right, I'll take that.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
And you must be the Monopoly guy. Hey, thanks for the free parking.
Bumblebee tuna.
So that over there is impressions, Spoon. So like if somebody scrolls past it in their feed on Twitter, it'll mark it as an impression and it'll mark it as a viewer. Whose delivery is it? Wait, Newmark, you didn't order it? Oh, I thought it was for you. It ain't for me. I can't afford this thing. Dude, you look at Cybertruck and then look at my trucks. Those are my trucks. Those are not Cybertruck. You know? Watch him call the guy and he isn't there. Cybertruck is a crappy name. But don't you like, Jim C, don't you like cybering with trucks? Yeah, that's right, Smirks. Yep, he's copying me again. Just get a Rivian. Ah, yeah, you can cyber with that truck. See, guys, we were watching paint dry earlier. Look, see the runs right there? The runs are from holding the paint can. You don't want the runs like that. That's the mark of a bad painter. Well, I tell you what, boy, that boy ain't right. Look at all the runs in that damn paint job. The runs are why he's running late. Are you trying to tell me that Elon has to poop? You had the runs once? I'm talking about paint. What are you guys talking about? Just Twitch and YouTube right now. Not sure which YouTube EJ will stream to, but I assume it'll be EJ Main. You ass. Right. Butthole problem. Be quiet, you damn butt wipe. Butt dumpling. When you get older, you don't get runs, you get the walks. Yeah. Felicia, yeah. That buttress, though. Elon is carefully preparing an unhinged rant. He, kind of went off the other day, dude. Man. Yeah, he... You know, I don't really want to talk about that, but dude, homeboy went off. He was pissed. You know, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, maybe we shouldn't go down that road. Let's turn the thing back and go down, you know, go down the First Street, cities. Went off about what? Nothing. Nothing. I thought ketamine made people chiller, not for it. Did he say that? Not. Yeah, Panderific, for real. I mean, having that much money, dude, I guess comes with its consequences. I'm just here for the rockets and the tech, dude. I'll be honest with you. That's what I'm here for. And I'm here so I don't get fined. I'm here so I don't get fined. Go to old Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, I'm only here so I don't get fined. I have to respect a man that's honest. Honest. You don't want to be here. Don't even pretend like you want to be here. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Because frick you. Well, this press conference is useless. I respect that. I respect that a lot. Yeah. Let's appreciate it. Let's appreciate it. Mm-hmm. It's all over Twitter. It was a interview 2 days ago, lads. Big E went off, dude. Like, Marshawn doesn't end up in the Hall of Fame. It's gonna be a travesty. Yeah, dude, he run like a champion. Can we move on me? I don't know. Do you want to be moved on? The Aquatine Hunger Force press conference. Well, this was supposed to start 10 minutes ago. Could you fit a Cybertruck in the garage? Yeah, probably if I took my other trucks and put them outside, Mycon. Yeah, guys, I'd like to remind you that Elon is on Elon time, which is Martian time, so it's just going to be a little bit. Elon, I love you. If you see this, I love you, Elon. I'm not actually Tesla, Better Call Saul. I'm just covering the event. Probably aired out, yeah. Is that oh, Forge, is that Mark ass? Nice. He'll be here in 0.3 sols. Yep. What's worse, Elon time or SLS time? What the hell? No Tesla hat? I don't have a Tesla hat. Should I wear my Ford? So, guys, how much you want to bet Tesla fanboys will click on this stream and they'll see the Ford hat and get all mad? You know, there's Chevy guys, right? And they see it and they're like, ugh. But Tesla guys are on a whole nother level. Nice, drummer. There you go. You're going to bet 5 sibs? All right, cool. I'm a Ford shareholder and I 100% approve of that hat. Well, Britt Wolf, I'll tell you, I'm a little bit of a Ford fanboy. I'm not going to lie to you. But so is Elon. He is. It's true. Only other car company he's ever talked good about is Ford. Yeah, Cope and Seethe. Everyone else. I don't know if he sold his Model T. Maybe. Are you a Tesla fanboy, Mason? Ford, the company, not the person. The company, yeah. Why are you wearing a trash can on your head, sir? The F-35 is a better VTOL than the Harrier. Right for the jugular, baby! Boom! Whoa! Ow! Sequels gets it. Death Star Trench Run or the inside of Cybertruck? I'll let you decide. Making sure the glass is good on this one. I think we're inside of the motor housing here. Yeah, I think the gears are starting to turn. Oh, well, dang, boy, look at that damn gear. There's nothing like a beveled spline gear, I tell you what. Oh. I'm waiting for Twisted to come to my house and kick me in the face. No, seriously. I haven't seen much of the frame for Cybertruck. I'm very interested in the underpinnings on this vehicle because supposedly it's really, really cool. Are you a spline or a groove kind of guy? Definitely splines. We have to reticulate those splines to make the roads that we make in cities, computer. Just it won't if you play Flyout. I mean, yeah, the F-35 is better. I would have loved to fly an F-35, but you're not supposed to agree with me! Where are the sub-micron shots? Yeah, I really, really appreciate that. The work must be done.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Caligulard, 94-month resub. Where is the space car? What is the event actually supposed to be? It's marking basically the start of Cybertruck mass production, or not the start. Basically, well, it's Cybertruck delivery for the most part. So Cybertruck has already started mass production, and they're finishing it up soon. When we learn the price and range. Wait, what is this? This is a stream, but that's not important right now. Honestly, I would like to get my hands on a Cybertruck drivetrain because the carbon fiber wound stator, or not stator, the carbon fiber wound coil that was on the Roadster is actually comes from this. So that motor that's in the Cybertruck is actually really, really good. Like, really good. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Where's the military version with a 50 cal on top? Kurt, that's what I freaking asked, dude. Like, I want a Cybertruck, and I just want to take the Cybertruck parts off of it and then put like a regular truck chassis on it. Giga Texas is so cool. They finished the substations and battery farm is about to go online. Also have a cathode plant and a new 7-story parking garage. Nice. We need a Doug DeMuro intro. This is a 2023 Tesla Cybertruck, and it is one of the craziest trucks I've ever seen, ever. Today I'm gonna drive it, and then I'm gonna give it a Doug score. Right? And don't forget to check out Cars and Bids. Sorry. Is that what we're talking about? Not enough quirks? One thing that I can't really understand with the Cybertruck is that they chose to make it look all angular. They made it look like a N64 truck from an old Nintendo video game. I don't understand why Tesla did that. That's just what they did. Yeah? Good enough, Doug, for you? I like Doug for what it's worth. The imitation is out of flattery. He does pretty good reviews. Yeah, he's a good dude. Absolutely. It just started 18 minutes ago. Like, just started. Yeah, Dark, that would be really cool. I don't know, Gucci Mane. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see if it's okay. Okay. I'll say it. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. It looks cool from the front. That looks sick. That looks really cool. I really like it. It's the back I can't stand. It needs... If this thing, the back of it looked like a Chevy Avalanche or like a Warthog from Halo, this would probably be the coolest truck ever. It's just the back end of it just looks so weird to me, dude. Oh, hi, Mark. What's new with you? I live in Austin, so in theory I could see Cybertrucks on the road right away. Cool, man. I'm telling you, Spoon, if it had the same back that the Avalanche did, like that angled back, kind of like a Humvee or something, oh, that, now we're talking. That would be sick. It's the front looks freaking great, dude. The back is just, man. All right. Today on how they do it, Cybertrucks. Everyone wants a Cybertruck in their home. First, they take the dinglebop and push it through the grumbo, so the fleeb is rubbed against it. It's important that the fleeb is rubbed, because the fleeb has all of the fleeb juice. They cut the fleeb. There's several hizzards in the way. The blamps rub against the chumbles, and plubis and grumbo are shaved away. That leaves you with a regular old Cybertruck. I always wondered how Cybertrucks got made. I feel that the back end would be 50% better if they engraved Tesla into the tailgate. That'd be a hard part to manufacture, Ian. Those, you'd need a hell of a stamper to do that. Oh, worst. Bratwurst. Yeah, it's a little too round for my taste, but it still does look good. The back end of that, yep. Stamper just laser engrave it. Yeah. A stamp would be hard because it's stainless steel. Stainless is tough. And I'll bet you guys that's kind of the reason why it looks the way that it does, is because stainless steel, it's hard to do stuff like that with stainless. Stainless is really, really hard metal. Compared to like aluminum or something, you know? Farouk's. Dude, I'm not touching that one, man. Jeez. I wonder what the metal chassis is made of. Well, 95, that's kind of really what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. What the heck did they make the frame of this truck out of? Is it hardened steel? Cold rolled, hot rolled hardened? Is it forged? What are we talking about here? Yeah, stainless work hardens like crazy. Yep, it's really hard to manufacture. Yep. If they made the chassis out of 304L, I'd be very, very surprised. We know that there's a cast aluminum subframe component to it, but I'm wondering about like the box. What's the box made out of? The box that you can't look in. You can't look in the box. Cybertruck uses blacksmith iron. Nice. Oh, interesting, Forge. Yeah. Well, 95, it's got the Tesla Semi motor in it. Or should I say the Tesla Semi uses 2 Cybertruck motors. Yeah. So, if it's the Tesla Semi is a semi-shaped Cybertruck, dude. Think about it like that. A lot of the tech that found its way into the semi-truck is derived from this project. Yeah, Oglex. Oh, I believe it, man. It's tough. It's tough to mess with. Yeah, but not 10 tons of batteries. It's a good point, Lawler. Yep, good point. Well, if this is a representation of what's there, right? If it's a representation of what's there, the cells are in the floorboards.
Welcome. Welcome to the Cybertruck delivery event. So I'm going to do it from the back of the truck here. Hey. So once in a while, once in a long while, a product comes along that is rare. That is once every 5 to 10 years, something really special, a really unusual product comes along. And we'll remember those special moments when, indeed. special moments. So, but these things are rare. It's very rare that a product comes along that is seemingly impossible, that people said was impossible, that experts said was impossible. And this is one of those times. We have a car here that experts said was impossible, that experts said would never be made, that it really is the most. I think it's our best product. I think it's the most unique thing on the road. And finally, the future will look like the future.
Aziz, light!
So what we're aiming for here is something that's more truck than truck. Okay. Thanks, bro. That's literally my brother there.
Good guy, Kimball.
So, and so what we have here is something that is a better truck than a truck, while also being a better sports car than a sports car, in the same package. So, first of all, let's they talk about how trucks are tough. That's one of the defining characteristics of a truck. So, how tough is this truck? Let's find out. So we actually had to come up with a special, ultra-strong, Tesla-designed steel alloy. So this alloy, this metal did not exist before. We needed something that you could actually manufacture, but that would have basically no corrosion, that didn't need paint, but you can still make it in volume. And part of the reason that it has this angular shape is you can't actually stamp these body panels. The body panels would break the stamping machine.
See?
So, and I should say also, because of the steel exoskeleton, it actually has more torsional rigidity than a sports car. It has more torsional stiffness than a McLaren P1.
So that's the car flexing like this.
That's a big deal. Now, you may remember an incident 4 years ago. Didn't quite go as planned. And Franz, maybe we should try it again.
Yeah, all right. That's the designer. Harder!
Yeah, great. I mean, I think we could probably have a pro pitcher love it if it still work. So anyway, the glass is tough, basically. That's what we're saying. So you don't have to worry about rocks hitting the glass and cracking the glass. This glass is basically rock-proof. It also makes the car very quiet. So it's the thing that you'll appreciate when you drive the car is how smooth and quiet it is. It doesn't feel like a normal truck.
It's a safety ball,
It's
guys.
smooth as silk and silent when you drive it. So in terms of toughness, and then things like rollover, because the center of gravity is so low, it doesn't roll over. And if you're ever in an argument with another car, you will win.
All right. Oh, that's freaking sick, dude. Yo! That was a Thompson. That's an MP5.
Yeah, so
Dude, that was a Thompson at point blank. I mean, shoot the glass, though. Let's see what
In
happens.
movies, you sometimes see the hero or heroine hiding behind the car door
Nope.
while being shot with bullets. That doesn't actually work
Not ballistic.
unless you're driving
Exactly.
a Cybertruck. So, if Al Capone showed up with a Tommy gun and emptied the entire magazine into the car door, you would still be alive.
Capone wouldn't do it. He'd get
So-
a capo to do it.
And so
What else
people
the
say,
matter with
well, why'd you make it bulletproof? I'm like, why not? Do you want to? How tough is your truck? Because the other trucks, the bullets go through both sides. So you shoot a bullet, goes through both sides of the car, you just never know. I mean, sometimes you get these like late civilization vibes. You never know when the apocalypse could come along at any moment. And at here at Tesla, we have the finest in apocalypse technology.
I've seen this movie before. It doesn't end well.
I was on the Joe Rogan show, and Joe bet me $1 that his armor-piercing steelhead arrow would go through the car. He owes me $1. So.
Oh,
Now,
come
what
on,
about
man!
Utility. So, strength is great, but is this perhaps just a show truck, just a showpiece, or can it do actual work? How does it work as a real everyday truck? Well, here we have the future towing the future. So.
It's pretty good.
If you can fit any cargo in the trunk or in the bed, you can basically move it around. So it's got over a ton of payload capability.
It's
You
in
can
line
really
with an
put more than that in
F-250.
it. You can tow over 11,000 pounds.
Those specs
And
are...
it's got a super tough composite bed, no liner needed. The bed is 6 foot long, 4 foot wide, and you can fit 4 by 8 feet, 4 by 8 pieces
Dude.
of plywood in with the
240.
back down.
You could tap 240 into. You see that?
So, for those who are really into the truck world, there's something in the truck world called a truck pull. This is really the key test of how much power does your truck actually have. So you have to pull this 40,000 pound sled. And when we went to the track, we said, well, what's the best that you've seen? I said, well, it'd be the Ford F-350 diesel. It was like, well, let's put our truck up against that. The guy who runs the truck pool said, there's no way. There's no way. It's like, well, let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Ferd! That's not a F-350. That's a Rivian. Hey, it did it. Yeah, baby. The F-350 is a nice truck. Pretty good, man.
We actually had to slightly turn the car at the end so it didn't hit the wall. So this, you have here a car that is, bullet tough, like that phrase, TM, and can outpull an F-350 diesel. Has a massive towing capacity, massive bed. It's basically an incredibly useful truck. It's not just some grandstanding showpiece like me. It's actually very useful.
All right.
Now, what about performance?
That's pretty low for a
So
truck.
I should say it has an adaptive air suspension. So no matter what the load is,
It's on 35s out of the box.
It can set the ride height at low, high, anything. It'll automatically adjust the damping according to how much load it's carrying and the road conditions. It has a 17-inch ground clearance. That's a true 17 inches. Typically with a truck, you'll get the differential hanging down low, the rear differential, and that's what you'll high side on a rock. But this has a completely flat bed, so you could drive over basically anything. We actually took the Cybertruck on a Baja rally drive. So this is insane off-road capability. It has locking differentials, rear torque vectoring, and the crazy thing is they'll do this all in comfort. It has steer-by-wire, which is, it's one of the things where most people don't know what that means, but it's how modern jets are designed. The steer-by-wire, which gives you variable gain. So if you turn the wheel the steering yoke a small amount in the parking lot, it will turn the wheels a lot. But if you turn it on a highway, it turns the wheels a small amount. So it dynamically adjusts how much the wheels turn according to what your speed is.
That's cool.
And this actually makes it very easy to drive. It has a turning circle less than a Model S. So this thing can practically turn it, rotate on a dime basically. It has incredible low-speed maneuverability.
Rotate on a dime.
And then there's a lot of advanced details under the skin. It's the first time that a car is moving to a 48-volt low-voltage architecture from 12 volts, which has been around for 100 years.
Yep.
We have Ethernet comms, distributed controllers. Allows for 70% less wire in the car, and it's really the internals are as advanced as the externals. It's a whole new step change in the technology.
Frick. That's like a airplane.
Let's take it to the racetrack.
That means it's built like
and
an
see
airplane.
how does the Cybertruck perform against a Porsche 911.
Please.
And I should say this is an actual Porsche. We literally just got it from the dealer. 2023 Porsche 911.
Yeah, but what trim on the 911? If it's a GT3 RS, then we'll see. But if it's a bone stock 911, Porsche guys, which one is it?
But wait, there's more. So the
It's pretty cool, man.
It can tow a Porsche 911 across a quarter mile faster than the Porsche 911 can go by itself.
All right.
I should say tougher than bullets. Tow pretty much anything. Faster than a 911 while towing a 911.
Yeah, it did. Well,
So
Porsche will never recover.
And deliveries begin now. Thank you.
Range? Range? Range?
So.
Range? That's the paint inspection, inspection booth. Not the paint inspection booth because they don't paint it. That's what that thing is. It's not a set piece. That's where they park the cars to go over to do like final QA. It's set up like a paint booth with a lot of lights. It just looks like they made it variable here. How much you want. All of it.
Next owner's gonna come up. Those should be speed
Guys, the mic's still on.
We're just, these are the actual owners. We're handing over production Cybertrucks to their actual owners. Thank you for buying Cybertruck.
Are we just gonna sit here and watch people get into Cybertrucks for like the next 20 minutes? It is a delivery event, that's right, you're not wrong.
Nice, sure. Absolutely. Just open the...
I don't know, hit 209.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just gonna point out here real quick that a Ford F-350 diesel outpulled a Rivian R1T electric vehicle when electric vehicles supposedly have like infinite amounts of torque. That not great, Bob. I just want to point that out. If you guys went back and check that out, that yeah. Yeah, the F-350 outpulled the EV, except for Cybertruck. Just saying, I'm just putting it out there. The F-350 is a monster. It is
Well,
a
as you can see, we've
monster of
got
a
quite a few
vehicle.
to deliver here. So, hi. Thank you.
haven't slept in 3 days.
Oh, wow, okay.
I haven't slept for 3 days. That's what that guy said.
Hope you enjoy your car.
Shouldn't all the trucks have the same tire in order to make it a fair test? I mean, on dirt, yeah. I mean, if one of those things had slicks on it, but I think they came with the as advertised tires, right? Those look like the stock tires that come on their respective trucks. So just in case people were wondering, if you go to a tractor pull or a truck pull, what that trailer that they're doing has a variable counterweight on it, and the counterweight, as you pull further, it moves forward more. Basically, bottoming out, it's testing tongue weight is what it's called, and that basically bottoms out the rear suspension. It's designed to get the further you go, it's designed to be tougher to pull the vehicle, tougher to pull it. So whichever one can pull it the farthest means that they could. You know, it has more power. More torque, I should say. Yeah, the trailer bottoms out into the ground. It adds tongue weight and it bottoms the truck out. It is 4x4 van. There's a motor up front and 2 motors in the back. Dude, you should see it. We were looking at the thing. We were looking at it. Their dual motor for the back is 2 of those carbon fiber wound motors facing each other into a diff. So it's 2 of them. They're not like 2 motors that are next to each other. The motors, the output shafts and the motors are facing each other, and they're going into a 9-to-1 reduction diff. If I saw that right, it looks. I'm guessing.
Delivery event, you know.
I'm guessing it's a 9-to-1 reduction because 9-to-1 is what most Teslas use. Yeah, some of them are 4x2, just rear-wheel drive. I mean, that should be good with... I mean, it depends on your weight distribution, but with an electric vehicle, you tend to get better weight distribution because the battery's in the center. You're not going to have a motor up front that's going to have moment over the center of gravity of the vehicle. That's what makes poor handling. Like, take like an old American car. You have a cast iron V8 in the front, and you have rear-wheel drive, right? That cast iron V8 obviously is weighing down the front, and you're gonna get understeer with that. But since the rear wheels are powered, that when you go around a corner, the motor's gonna want to keep going this way, and you lose traction over the rear wheels, and it'll spin around and create oversteer, right? Because that engine has so much momentum, and momentum comparatively, like the moment of inertia of an engine compared to the car's center of gravity is what causes pretty crappy handling. That's what makes, like a front-wheel drive car, for instance. Front-wheel drive car has nasty understeer, right? Because the motor, like if you go to turn it, the motor and the transmission want to keep going that way. And you're going to try to turn it, but they'll understeer like crazy. I mean, a muscle car would want to do the same thing, but since you have power over the rear wheels, it'll end up oversteering. Price, range, and numbers. Oh, okay. That's not the right tweet, I don't think. Hold on.
Is that it?
That's pretty steep for a freaking truck, dude. 250 mile range, 340 on the all-wheel drive, and then there's Cyber Beast, which is 320. Not great, Bob. I mean, but that, that's more or less what you're gonna get.
Everyone. Thanks for coming to the Cybertruck delivery event. And you witnessed to what? Oh, one more. Okay, sorry. Okay.
It's about the same, Ando, but you're gonna get more range. With the diesel motor, you're gonna get more range. It's about on par with the R1T. Yep. How much is an F-150? You can step into one for like 40, 50. It depends. Depends on what you get with it. Trucks are a la carte, guys. You can buy like a light duty version. The light duty version doesn't look that much different than like the heavy duty or the super duty versions, right? I can't believe they didn't talk about range or anything.
All right, thanks everyone for coming to this delivery event, and appreciate your support. This is really gonna, like I said, change the look of the roads, and finally the future will look like the future, and it's really gonna be something special. Thank you.
Yeah, Dave's, yeah. No, not. Yeah, I was gonna say, their towing numbers are in line with an F-250. Interestingly enough. Well, that's it. Or is it? Their towing numbers are in line with an F-250. That's where it is. Okay, that's the end of that. All right, I guess that's it. Hey, back in L 69-month resub. Nice. Yeah. Most presentations from Tesla Bolt are like that. I know about Edison Motors, Van. Yeah, Edison is cool. So let me go look at I want to see that pricing stuff again. Hold on one second. Let's see what we got. I mean, once again, so this range, guys, is not great. It's not great, but it's a truck. It's a truck. It's not a Model 3. This is a truck. And they said it had a 335 coefficient of drag. 335 is not bad. That's pretty good. Just because it doesn't look aerodynamic doesn't mean it isn't aerodynamic. Look at the drag coefficient on my truck. The light red one right here. It's about the same. Similar. But it's a truck. You got to remember that. Yeah, there's that last one down there, that all-wheel drive. It starts at 80 grand. It has 7,400 foot-pounds of torque. It has 7,400. Okay. How much does the Cybertruck weigh? Looking at these numbers, dude, it's a heavy freaking vehicle. Very heavy. Is that, yeah, I'd say estimated. It means it's variable, Dark. Better view of the pricing and specs here. Okay. That's just stupidly overpowered. Well, it's probably not their main selling point here, but we'll see. Yeah. So the rear-wheel drive starts at 50. Honestly, that's not too bad. I mean, if you're looking at just the rear-wheel drive one, available in 2025. They rolled out with the floor model first. The base model comes later. Yeah, probable savings. 50K with savings. Cyber Beast weighs 6,800 pounds. Holy crap, that's a freaking monster. This is with tax and gas savings. Yeah, okay. All right. Prices assume IRA federal tax credits up to $7,500 for wheel-or drive and all-wheel drive with established gas savings of $3,600 over 3 years. Yeah, purchase price. There we go. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, Benny, yeah, I mean, we're in line with a heavy-duty truck here. So an F-250, an F-350, Ram 2500, Silverado 2500 HD, something like that. It's a heavy-duty truck. That's what they designed it to be. And it's not like the F-150 Lightning. The F-150 Lightning is a light-duty electric truck, which is cool. I still think the Lightning was a good idea by Ford, you know. Scroll to the bottom for the specifications. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Roadrunner. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see. Hey, that is a Raptor vacuum engine. We know all about that thing. Dude, how baller would a long bed version of this truck be? It's a 6-foot by 4-foot box. Ooh. And I'm assuming 6 foot's the width. Oh, a 4-foot box? Oh, no. Oh. Oh. That's tiny. 6 foot is length? So that means it's 4 feet wide? Okay, alright, cool. So it's four wide, so that's all pretty much almost 1 meter by 2 meter. It's a little bit bigger than that. It's 8 foot with the tailgate down. Okay. Mine on this truck is 12 with the tailgate down. It's 8 with the tailgate up. I could fit sheets of drywall in there, man. It looks like someone parked the van in a garbage dump. You also don't have a back seat. Hey, I'm not the one that decided to go and make a utility vehicle. A utility vehicle with a 6-foot box is a little... Just saying. Hey, I could put more seats in mine. You just bolt them to the bed. Whatever. I'd actually love to see a long bed version of this truck. A long bed version would be killer, dude. But it would screw with the frame a lot. It looks like the passenger compartment is integral to the design. 2,500 pounds, 67 cubic feet of lockable storage. It comes with a tonneau cover, which is actually pretty cool, and the tonneau cover is lockable, that's really neat. That's cool. I think that's really good thinking out of the box. My truck is not bulletproof. Okay, you got me there. It's not bulletproof, but look, it comes with a roof rack too. That's cool. Powered tonneau. That's pretty sweet. How big was the bed of an El Camino? 8 foot Actually, no. I don't think an El Camino is a full 8-foot box. I think it's a short bed, so it's probably 6-foot box. That's definitely Iceland. Travel up to 340 miles, asterisk, on a single charge, enough to get you into the backcountry and beyond. Recover up to 136 miles of range with just 15 minutes of supercharging. Yeah, see, 136 mile range, 15 minutes of supercharging. They haven't adopted the high amp charging stations. That's just supercharging. But Tesla did talk about, I think it was like a 10,000 amp charger for the Semi. I've seen them talk about it before. 10,000 amp charger for the Semi. If Tesla fully adopts the 10,000 amp charging for everything else, you could charge an electric car as fast as filling it up with gas easily. But it's also 10,000 amps. You better hope you don't short out. Whatever it shorts, it's gonna kill instantly. But I'm sure they'll figure that one out. That's not like, oh, that's the deal breaker. Yeah, Tesla Max. Yep. Is 10,000 amps enough to hurt you? Hurt is not the right word. 335 aerodynamic coefficient, not aerodynamic coefficient, coefficient of drag nanites is actually pretty good. That's pretty in line for most trucks, believe it or not. They'd be finding dust particles of you if you took a 10,000 amp shock. Yeah. The voltage pretty much doesn't matter at that point. You'd be dust. Yeah. Are the cup holders... Cup holders can't even be circular, huh? They're octagons. Sorry, that's pretty funny. No, we can't have round cup holders. No, they have to be squares. But we can't make square cup holder. All right, octagons. I'm sorry, that's funny to me. Theater on wheels. 8.5-inch Infinity touchscreen in the front and a 9.4... Hey, why didn't you show us this? That's kind of cool. Look, there's another one. Huh. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's an 11.4 surround sound system. Cool. I'm assuming that this one is high, like those ones are mid, highs and lows, and then the big ones are bass. Speakers are always denoted by frequency. Bass is a lower frequency. High, mids, and lows are pretty self-explanatory. Bass is ultra low, right? So these big boys right here are subwoofers. And then these guys right here, that's mids, and then highs and lows are there. I think that's pretty based. That's pretty cool. That's an 11.4 surround sound system. That's pretty crazy. Just read it. No. It says 2 subs in the notes? Oh, then I'm wrong. 15 speakers, including 2 dedicated subwoofers and distributed amplifiers. I was close. Induction charging. Fast charge your phone, laptop, or tools from the front seat, back seat, or bed with wireless charging. 65 watt? Wow. 65 watt USB-C. At what amperage? See, they never tell you. 65 watt is very powerful, and it's gonna fast charge. But 65 watts is, you need to know the amperage to really know how fast it's going to charge. 10,000 amps for your cell phone. Your cell phone would melt. And yeah, it's 48 volts out of the box. That's actually really cool. That's built more like an airplane than anything. Airplanes and other pieces of equipment use 48 volt systems. Built-in hospital-grade HEPA filter helps provide protection from 99.97% of airborne particles. All right, good to know in case somebody tries to use mustard gas on me. That's cool. Plenty of room for 5 adults with expansive cabin. Yeah, cool. Doggo. Whoa, cool. See, it does come with a tent. It's just like a Pontiac Aztec. It comes with the tent. Look at the tent. It's a freaking tent. How did they get to that camping spot? Science. Doggo. Oh, what do you do when you go camping? I throw rocks into water. This is pretty cool, guys. Like, I'm not trying to dump on it or anything. I think it's actually cool. I think it still looks ridiculous from the back, but it's actually pretty damn impressive for what it is. A 65-watt USB-C must be 3.25 amps at 20 volts. See, 3.25 is actually pretty quick, Q, right? Yeah, I mean, you'd have to figure out, well, actually, yeah. Watts is the better measure, actually. Voltage is amp equals watts. Yeah, okay, so by that logic, we know that the volts are 48, so you'd have to do 65 divided by 48, and that gets you your amperage. $1.35 amp. Interesting. USB-C does power delivery, so it varies. Gotcha. You don't think they're running it at 48 volts? Well, yeah, 1.35 amp that's weird. That's a weird number, but USB-C is not 48 volts. So that means there's an inverter in that design somewhere. USB-C also has 5 volt, 9 volt, and 15 volt. Ooh, complications. Where's the plug-in for the porta potty? Why do you need an electric toilet, Kaiser? Oh, dude, it comes with a light bar. Light bar illuminates your path up to 525 yards. That's taking high beams to the next level. There's no way they wouldn't just use USB spec. Yep. It's to vaporize the Klingons. Look at how much fun these people are having. What? Beautiful place. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure none of these people have ever camped before. I mean, I'm a city slicker myself, so I don't know for sure. All-terrain tires have you covered in any environment. Bring a spare tire for when you go where roadside assistance can't. So you put the tire in the bed, and the bed's basically useless. Are you guys sure that's a 6-foot box? Are you sure? It looks like it's a 4-foot box, 6 feet wide. Look at the tire inside of it. Are you sure? Are you sure? I don't know, man. Big tires, though. They said it's 35. It has 35-inch tires out of the box, drummer. 4 times 12 is 48, right? 4-foot box. 35 tire takes up 3/4 of it. Just saying. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you know, there's some math involved here, like with the voltage thing. Like, it's the cover for under the bed storage. Oh, okay. just that seam isn't the tailgate? Oh, okay. All right. It's the inner seam. Oh, all right. I was going to say, are you sure? Are you sure it looks like... Oh, okay. All right, I get you. I was going to say, man, there's... Really? Okay, so we're 4 foot wide, which is... Yeah, okay. All right. USB-C specs are 5 volt, 9 volt, 12 volt, 15 volt, 20, 28, 36, 48, depending on whether it's PD 1.82. So, okay, so you can have USB-C 65 watts at 48 volts, which would give you 1.35 amps, right? So that actually makes sense, Tesla. That's cool. Sweet. I mean, a 1.35 amp charger is not going to charge your phone like fast, but that's pretty damn good for an induction charger. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not the best electrical engineer around, right? Like, but your phone isn't running 48 volt. Not with that attitude, it's not. Actually, I mean, guys, I don't know. This thing's pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. Like, I'm not trying to rip on it. Don't take criticism for me ripping on the thing. I think it's pretty sweet. The bed is a little small, though. But, hey, whatever. A long bed version of this would be freaking cool, dude. So the car is 30% more expensive with 50% less range than promised. Well, Iron, compared to what? Are you comparing the Cybertruck to an F-150? Because it ain't no F-150. No. This is, I'm telling you, they're towing specs, 2,500 ton. Sorry, I'm used to talking rocket terms. 2,500 pounds in the pickup bed with 11,000 pound towing capacity. That is literally an F-250. That's what the 25 stands for in 250, man. So you'd have to compare it to a mid-ranged F-250, and actually it's pretty competitive on the price. The range is not ideal, but most, like, see, here's the thing, guys. With electric vehicles where I was like, oh my God, what's the range? Oh my God, what's the range? I don't give a frick what the range on Cybertruck is. Seriously, it's a truck. Trucks don't get good fuel economy. They never have. They never will. It's a truck. I don't know what you want. See Iron's last message. Okay. I don't. Didn't I? Isn't who I'm? Isn't that who I'm replying to? Right, like right now. 240 watts at 48 volt. Interesting. We'll relook at year 3. Yeah, Roman, that's the case with any car though, right? Like any car. You never buy the stuff that comes off the assembly line first. That stuff's always usually not ideal. That's the case with any automotive manufacturer. It just turns out that when you go to make a new car, like, you learn, when you start going to make a new car and start making a lot of it, you learn some things. The people on the production line learn how to do things better, and they actually do things better. I'd never, not that I don't have money to do this, you never buy the first year of an automobile, ever. That's really, unless you want it for, like, collectible purposes. But, yeah, don't, like, if, like, Ford redesigns the Mustang, don't buy the first year. Especially if it's a chassis rework, don't do that. So, like, I'll take my Mustang, for instance. I have a 2008 Mustang. That is the S197 body style. It started in 2005. It ended in, 2014? And they redesigned it in 2010, right? I have a 2008. They got most of the kinks worked out with the system by 2008. That's why that car is great. 2005 Mustangs, though, were some of the first cars off the assembly line with that S197 chassis, and they have problems. There you go. All right, what's this picture? Yeah, that sky with the thumbs up. Aluminum. It's aluminum, dudes. Huh. Am I looking at this right, dude? Do I see anti-corrosion primer here? It's aluminium for everybody else, or for some people. That's aluminum, dudes. Huh. Iron is saying the original announcement was cheaper with better range. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, look at the casting. That's cool. Dude, can you imagine how powerful the press was to make that thing? But simultaneously, if a Cybertruck gets into an accident and this thing cracks, right off. Totaled. Like, once again, I'm not hating by any means. Don't get confused. There's a crumple zone. You saw it in the crash test. There's a crumple zone before this. They started deliveries. It was the start of deliveries, drummer. Yep. 95, is that Marcas? Yeah, okay. This seems to be in line with what Iron was saying. Cybertruck is notably the first time that Tesla is straight up not delivering on some of the key specs they promised. Promised specs, 500 plus miles, 70 grand, delivered 340 at 100. Whoops. Whoopsies. Everyone is calling me a liar. Shut up, liar. I don't know what this is a picture of. Pop Bear. I mean, dude, the thing's still a tank. It's still cool. I still think it's cool, if not just a little bit weird looking. Yeah. See, I'm looking at. See, there's the bed mount right there. That's the floor of the bed, I think. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a freaking Chevy Avalanche, dude. It's not. It's way more than that, but yeah, still cool. I want to see more pictures of the chassis, dude. I don't know who that dude is, but it's cool, man. That's cool. It's a cool truck. The design is very, very cool. It's interesting that they put a firewall on this thing. They put bulkheads on it, even though you really don't need that with electric vehicles. The bulkhead, if I had to guess, is probably there for structure. Still waiting on the event. No, the event happened. Interesting. Here, let's see if we can see some other pictures. Yeah. He specifically mentioned that it has less wire. Why do consumers care about that? Genuinely no idea. That's an engineering thing, Latte. All that wire adds up. It's a lot of weight. I'll be honest, dude, for a heavy-duty truck weighing in at 6,800, that's pretty good. For an electric vehicle, that's pretty damn good. That's about the weight of a diesel truck. It's about the same. For an EV, that's pretty cool. Hey, Tyrus, thanks for the bits. That's pretty... You know what, dude? It's like... I want to hate on it, but it's a cool truck. I still just think it looks ugly from the back. I think the front looks fantastic. Something about back here, that line is too uninterrupted for me. But, you know, they did clean it up a little bit. It does look better when you kind of sit back and look at it. It's cool. The technology is really neat. I think it's really freaking cool. Flyout is what's going on. Yeah. Let's see. Did Marquez post any more pictures? Clippy? Okay. No, not Clippy. God, not Clippy. Not Clippy. I hate that guy. Here, Sawyer Merritt had pictures. Let's see what he's got. Hey, that's Franz. Franz von Holhausen is Tesla's chief designer. Yeah, see, this is the QA. That's the QA and inspection line. Right there. That's cool. Probably have a review. Yeah. And they're using rotary lifts. Nice. 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 Yeah, this is the stuff I wanted to see. Cool. Using advanced suction cup technology paired with a semi-automated lift assist, the truck bed is maneuvered and installed with extreme precision. The bed is made from sheet-molded composite for added durability. Okay. Sheet-molded composite. So ABS plastic. Got it. Yeah. Goodyear designed a tire just for this truck. That's pretty cool, man. Nice, Jonathan. There you go. Yeah, it's a 35, guys. 35 is kind of... 35s are basically off-road tires. But that looks like a 35-inch all-terrain tire, judging by the tread and stuff. I'm not really sure what these outer tread pieces are for, but... Yeah, that's a big tire, dude. That's a big tire. Not much stuff comes out of the box with 35s like that. That's, I mean, like a Bronco, maybe a Jeep. Heavy-duty trucks like an F-250 and 350 don't come with stuff like that because they're towing vehicles. Yeah, guys, that's aluminum. It's so anytime you see green like this, you see green metal. It's the anti-corrosion primer that they put on aluminum to make sure it doesn't corrode. Aluminum doesn't rust; it corrodes. So it's interesting that they it's all cast aluminum. It's cast aluminum with what looks like a steel cross members bolted to it. I mean, that's a tank. That's a freaking tank. It's, yeah, you're gonna like drive through walls. You could killdozer with this thing. Like, maybe not killdozer, but dude, it'll. Okay, moving on. I've heard from a guy that was on the Mustang team for the '05 Retro Throwback. He said the first year a new car is best because the manufacturers want to get good ratings by car and driver. After, they work on making things cheaper and maximizing profits, and flaws develop. I don't know if I quite believe that. No, I've never heard of that. Why wouldn't they just give one? Like, you're going to scale up production, dude. Why would you... You're going to scale up the freaking production. Why would you... It doesn't make sense. Okay, see this? This is a jig. You see the jig piece right there? That's kind of industry standard for automotive. You just have a thing that holds up all the parts, and you could... The assembly line will put the parts down. So you bolt the cross member to the jig, and the assembly line will lower the parts down, and you just tighten the bolts. Like the sway bar right there, and I will say that is a beefy freaking sway bar. Whoa, I didn't even notice that until now. That is a freaking chunky sway bar. Yeah, no, remember how he's talking about that torsional rigidity? Yeah, that contributes to it. Dude, that thing's like this. That thing's the diameter of a freaking golf ball. Wow. That's a beefy freaking... So this thing is a strut that basically connects the corners of the car together. It prevents what's called body roll. So when you drive a car around a corner, the tires do something like this and the body will roll. The sway bar prevents that from happening. It kind of ties stuff together. It's a strut that holds stuff together, basically. You wouldn't call it a strut, though. It's called a sway bar. Struts in the automotive industry are something different. Ooh. Sorry about the loudness. Yeah, oh, it's all cast aluminum. See the stringers? All cast aluminum. Yonk. Cool. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool truck. That's really neat. Dude, look at the beefiness on the C-pillar. That's a freaking tank, dude. And that's aluminum. It's like, okay. Yeah, looks. I mean, you say that, but I mean, Model S's have been driving around for a good while. You know, like, yeah, it's cool, Hotspot. But I think the tech is freaking cool. Tech is freaking sweet. But yeah, I'll stick to my crappy 25-year-old and 70-year-old, 70? No, not 70. 60-year-old truck. So much for an exoskeleton. Well, 95, the stainless tying this thing all together probably makes it very structurally rigid. I mean, Elon kind of said that, but you see the mount points for the stainless? Right there. These little things that look like nipples. Those guys? It probably ties it together like struts. So I'll bet you the outer body panels are integral to the design. They're structurally integral, which is not what they are on most cars. But I'll bet you could drive it around like that. Sure, you'd get more body roll, but I bet components might wear a little bit more. But I bet you could drive it like that. Sure. Look, either that or I'm just hitting the copium because I want somebody to put an actual pickup bed on this thing and put the warthog gun and warthog it. You know what I'm saying? Also, the assembly line is freaking cool, dude. I love assembly lines. Looks like a Puma. Yeah, see, there's the drive unit. I was pointing this out before the event. Look at this. So there's your heat exchanger for your coolant because you gotta keep the electric motor cool. Yeah, wow, look at that. I mean, dude, that bushing is that's insane. Like, even for a truck. That's like a semi-truck bushing, dude. Stop making up imaginary animals. So this is the drive motor. So the motor is up here, right? The inverter is right there because they're using AC motor? Well, yeah, you have to because you have an inverter. Wait a minute. Is that an oil filter? It's for the gear oil for the diff, guys. So your motor's right here, and your motor's on a geared drive to your differential right here. So they have a gear reduction, and then you have your diff. And there's another red plug on the other side, and those are your output shafts. See, they're using CV axles that go out to the hubs where the tires are. That's probably the diff oil. It's probably for the gear oil for the diff. You still need oil, even if it's an electric vehicle. Sorry, metal on metal doesn't go together very well. Well, it does for a short amount of time. without oil lubricating it. Yeah, see, this is the kind of stuff I wish they'd showed. Yep, it's cast aluminum. Dude, that thing is super freaking strong. That thing, I mean, think about it, dude. You have this big, heavy piece of aluminum here, right? And then you have one little thing of aluminum that holds this whole thing together, right? That one little piece, this thing will stay structurally rigid, which is pretty crazy considering there's just one little piece of aluminum connecting it all together. Also, I just want to point out that they literally bought some Harbor Freight jacks and spray painted them black. Yeah, those are just Harbor Freight jacks. You can tell they even have the engraving, the casting marks from the jack. And they look like they're welded. What are they welded to? Man, whatever. What oil would they use to cool? I'm guessing it's probably, well, oil would they for cooling? I don't know, man. They might just use antifreeze for coolant, but the gear oil thing is not part of that heat exchanger. That heat exchanger is to take the heat off of the diff because those electric motors really break diffs if you're not careful. You got to keep it cool. They might be exchanging heat with the gear oil on a twofold coolant loop, but I'm not really sure. In terms of what you use for gear oil, you need something that's super hot, or no, low viscosity, right? For gear oil, it's like sludge and it smells terrible. Do any commercial EVs use in-hub motors? The closest thing you're going to get to that, Tesla Max, is the Rivian. The Rivian has independent torque vectored all-wheel drive, which is actually super freaking cool. It's super cool tech. Like, guys, I'm not the biggest EV guy around, but I can appreciate cool stuff when I see it. This is awesome engineering. That's really, really cool. I do appreciate it. Yeah, man, look at this. That's pretty good casting. 80W9. It's something absurd, John. Yeah. Edison does? Edison has the in-diff motors. Yeah, okay. And where is Edison's mass-produced truck? They have a prototype right now. I ain't talking bad about Edison. That thing is cool. I think that's the right idea. I think building diesel-electric hybrids is the way to go. With a truck, at least, because so you could scavenge your energy, same as a train. Dynamic braking, oh, that's really smart. But, yeah, Edison is one. That's one prototype. I wouldn't call that an EV. It's one prototype, dudes. There is storage up there, Smith. Yep. I like this, man. This is really cool. Dude, that aluminum casting, I can't stop staring at this stupid thing. That is a freaking beautiful casting, man. It is a beautiful casting. Did you see the cooler location? Negative. You have a C8 and plan to probably upgrade to the Z06 in 2024. Oh, I've seen the Giga casting press. It's freaking cool, dude. I can appreciate. Dude, the Giga press is freaking awesome. It's really, really, really cool. I wish they'd showed more of it. Bruh. That's cool, man. It's a cool truck. I like it. I think it's neat. Side shot of the front casting. Thanks, Mutter. Let's go over here. Bro, dude, look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at this. Dude, look at how thick the stringer is in that thing. Whoa. All right, so what am I talking about? See how wide these fin things are? Those fins are called stringers. At least in aerospace, they're called stringers. I'm not sure what it's called here. I would call them stringers. Those are thick. The thicker the stringer, the stronger it is at the expense of mass. That's cool, man. $95, you still here, buddy? Yeah, look at how thick it is, man. Look, Babs, look at the mounts. See what I'm talking about? You don't have that chunky of a mount for a body panel that's not structurally integral. See what I'm talking about? The panels hold this whole thing together, which is cool. Which is the opposite of what they did on a DeLorean. A DeLorean, the panels are just for show. Not a lot of people know that. Everybody thinks that the DeLorean is super heavy. It's not super heavy. It's actually, DeLorean weighs 2,700 pounds. It's not, it is a light freaking car. The stainless steel panels are just outer covering. They're not integral to the structure of the vehicle. DeLoreans are built on a fiberglass shell. They're very, very light. The problem with DeLoreans is that the motor was a piece of junk. The freaking damn PRV engine. Would have been better with a small block Chevy in there, just saying. And I'm saying that as a Ford guy. The thing deserved a small block Chevy at the very least, man. Question for EJ. What's the largest single component in a gigafactory and could Starship lift it into orbit? A Starship could not put a gigapress into space. Here, I'll show you. This thing is... Dude, the gigapress is on another level. Dude, when you think like something that looks like it's from a future sci-fi movie or something, the gigapress is the one that... Here, look. Check that out. This thing looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. That's it being assembled. It's not even fully built. That's it. Aluminum injection molding casting machine. So see the rods. Those things. Basically, the best way I can describe it, dudes, is that if you ever use the stamp, you stamp it in the ink and then you stamp it on whatever you're stamping. In this case, you're stamping it on basically what's called a casting, an inverted casting. And this thing will just... It won't do it fast. It's just, it kind of... Like that. Complete with cool sound effects. I swear. Yeah, this whole thing, this shuttle moves back and forth and just... Yeah, a die would be the right way to say it, Rhino, I think. How many tons? I think these are... Oh, I don't want to guess. 10 ton? Which, I mean, dude, that is insane. That's what this thing spits out. Not that. This thing spits out these. See that? See this guy right here? It spits that out. So basically, the press will, and it, it'll shoot the aluminum in, and it makes that. Have you played Flyout? I played Flyout today, King. I'm very scared. I'm very scared. Yeah, the gigapresses are cool, man. Very, very cool. See, they make whole components like that. That's a Model Y, but yeah. Oh, dude. Man, that thing is cool. This looks like something out of Satisfactory, dude. Capybara, Google says 400 tons. Yeah, wow, I was way off, huh? Jeez. Why are you scared? Because I need to finish what I'm doing in cities, and that's gonna be that game's gonna make it really difficult. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Who's stiffness tested on a Tesla? Parax, did you just... Okay. Just added me on Twitter. You trying to get my attention? What is this? She's pretty thick. Yeah, most cars would have fallen over by now. That's with a Model Y, too. Can you believe that? Cybertruck is stronger than that thing. Okay, what's next? Oh, a Hilux. Cool. Yep. I mean, to be fair, he did do that fast. He did drive up it fast. Yeah, see, that's what most trucks do. That's what my truck would do.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, J Shell, 43 months. Thank you. So that's the easy way to do an oil change. I wouldn't be under a Tesla when it was like that, though. Not that you have to change the oil on a Tesla, but apparently you got to change the oil on something because... I'm sorry, I know what this is for and I know exactly what it does, but seeing a Tesla branded oil filter just makes me pretty... It makes me laugh pretty hard. It's pretty funny. I wonder who makes that oil filter. You don't need to change the oil. It's closed loop. How can you look at me with a straight face and say what you just said? Oh, you don't need to change the oil. It's a closed loop. Do you know how oil works in a car? No, what I'm saying is, yes, the motor has oil, but you don't need to change it. Alright. Where do you add the blinker fluid? The blinker fluid? Oh. Crap. I'm out of blinker fluid. Damn. Do you think the oil would turn dark or black like an internal combustion engine? Well, no, it's... So, okay. 10,000 miles. There we look. It's up to 10,000 miles. Ooh, chroma. Nice. The motor does not have the friction parts that build up debris in the oil. So, okay. You're right. You're right. But here, listen.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It's working more like a diff, where you don't have pistons going up and down inside of a bore, etc., friction, I understand that. You still need to change differential oil, dude. Not for a long time, but you still need to change it. I don't think that oil is for the... That's the gear oil, dude. I'm pretty sure that's for the gear oil. Unless there's something I'm not seeing on the other side. So you're right. You don't have to change it. It's not like you have to change it every 3,000 miles like a car, right? But gear oil, you still need to change. If it has oil, you need to change it. The molecular structure of the oil will break down over time. Of course, I'm not saying for eternity. I'm saying it's not included in the maintenance schedule. But what about the blinker fluid? Yeah, blinker fluid. My car is a high-performance machine. I had to fill it with premium. Whoa! People are real friendly around here. Whoa! For the love of Pete! What's that? It's blinker fluid. All right. Anyway, we have derailed. I'm gonna get back to playing cities, dudes. Sup, dog? We heard you like lanes, so we put a lane in. We put a